My home office used to be a real battleground. Have you ever felt more distracted than productive, even when working from home? That's how I felt. Desks cluttered with paperwork, a stack of books that I never opened, and tech gadgets scattered everywhere. What should have been my concentration space turned into a maze of mess. But everything changed when I decided to apply some principles of Japanese minimalism. The first thing I noticed was that the clutter around me not only occupied physical space, but also took up mental space. Every time I looked at my desk, it was as if the chaos was shouting for attention. So, I decided I needed a different approach, one that went beyond simple organization. I started eliminating what was non-essential and rethinking what I truly needed in my workspace. The first step was to make an honest assessment of what I had. I gathered everything from my desk and shelves and placed it all in one spot. The amount of items was surprising. I had never realized how much I was accumulating. I began separating what I used regularly from what was just visual clutter. The question I asked myself was, does this really help me work, or does it just take up space? After sorting out what was necessary, I focused on how I could reorganize what remained. One of the principles I adopted was to keep only what brought functionality and beauty to my space. This meant getting rid of dried-up pens, papers that were no longer useful, and all those gadgets I never used. Every item I kept had to serve a clear purpose. Another important point was choosing decorations. Instead of filling the walls with pictures and objects, I opted for a few plants and a single piece of art that truly resonated with me. The idea here was to create an environment that it was pleasant, but not distracting. The plants brought freshness to the environment and helped purify the air. Now, every time I look at them, I feel like I'm in a place that inspires me. Lighting was also a crucial factor in this transformation. Before, I struggled with artificial light and excessive screens. I decided to invest in a good table lamp with natural light. This change not only improved the environment, but also my productivity. Natural light helps create a more inviting space, and my mind feels more alert and focused. The organization of the workspace itself also received special attention. I installed a document organizer that kept everything in order while being discreet and taking up minimal space. The drawers were organized with dividers, allowing me to have everything I needed within reach without feeling overwhelmed by unnecessary items. A significant change was how I began to view the time I spent in my home office. Before, I would easily get distracted by social media and other interruptions. With the new environment, I felt a shift in my mindset. Now, it was as if every moment spent there was sacred. I decided to establish clear schedules, and this helped me respect my work time and avoid distractions. One aspect I cannot overlook is the importance of keeping the environment clean and clutter-free. With fewer items, maintaining the space became simpler. I committed to dedicating a few minutes at the end of each day to ensure everything was in its place. This small routine brought a sense of control and peace to my space. One of the most valuable lessons I learned was about the value of empty space. Previously, I thought that the more items I had, the more interesting my office would be. Now, I understand that empty space allows me to breathe and let creativity flow. It's amazing how a less visually cluttered environment can stimulate new ideas. Letting go has become a constant practice in my life. Whenever I feel something new piling up, I take a moment to evaluate. I ask myself if I really need that item and if it will help me maintain a productive and inspiring workspace. This shift in mindset has extended beyond my home office and has started to influence other areas of my life. In this new space, productivity isn't just about having a tidy place. It's about creating an environment that makes me feel good and allows me to focus on what truly matters. The transformation of my home office into a sanctuary for focus didn't happen overnight, but every step I took was crucial in achieving that goal. If you feel your workspace isn't helping you be productive, it might be time to rethink what's around you. Japanese minimalism has taught me that the essence of organization goes far beyond just keeping everything in order. It's about creating an environment that nurtures your mind and spirit. After this journey, my home office is now a space that inspires me. It reflects who I am, what I value, and how I want to live. The transformation was profound, and the feeling of being in a space that fosters focus and tranquility is priceless. And you, are you ready to transform your space too? Now, As I sit in my renewed home office, I realize that this transformation has not only improved my productivity, but has also changed the way I relate to work. In the past, I viewed routine as an obligation, a burden I needed to carry. Today, every task I tackle is approached with a fresh perspective. The environment I work in invites me to be more creative, more present, and more connected to what I'm doing. That makes all the difference. One of the things that helped me maintain this new mindset was the practice of ritualizing the start of my workday. Instead of simply turning on my computer and diving into tasks, I created a small morning routine. I make a cup of tea, sit quietly, and take a look at the space around me. This moment of pause allows me to breathe and mentally prepare for what lies ahead. Thus, I start the day with a sense of clarity and determination. Music has also become an essential ally in this process. Previously, the silence was deafening and made me feel even more distracted. Now, I've created a playlist of soft instrumental music that plays in the background while I work. This soundtrack not only helps me maintain focus, but also brings a lightness to the environment. The music flows like a connecting thread, uniting each task and transforming the work experience into something more enjoyable. Another aspect I've come to appreciate is the importance of taking breaks. In the past, I felt guilty for stopping to rest, as if I were wasting time. Now, I've learned that brief interruptions are crucial for keeping the mind alert. After a block of work, I take a 5 to 10 minute break to stretch, hydrate, or simply gaze out the window. These short pauses re-energize my mind and help me return to work with a fresh perspective. Throughout this journey, I've realized that transforming my home office was not just about organizing objects, but about creating a space that reflects my identity and values. Every item I chose to keep was a conscious decision, and this awareness has extended to other areas of my life. I've started to question my consumption more broadly, not just in terms of what I buy, but also in how I spend my time and energy. The idea that less is more has become a mantra for me. When I look around, I see not just a workspace, but a reflection of what I truly value. This has led me to rethink my commitment to projects and activities that don't bring joy or satisfaction. Today, I'm more willing to say no to invitations and commitments that don't align with my personal and professional goals. The freedom to choose what truly deserves my time is one of the greatest rewards of this journey. Moreover, the practice of letting go has taught me to be more grateful for what I have. With fewer things around me, I've learned to appreciate each item. The mug I use every day, for example, is not just a utensil. It has become a symbol of my new lifestyle. Each cup of tea I drink reminds me of the importance of caring for what really matters. This gratitude has extended to my personal relationships. I've started to value the people around me more, dedicating quality time to them and stepping away from superficial interactions. The space I've created is not just a place to work, but a space for reflection and growth. While I sit here, I'm doing more than just completing tasks. I'm cultivating an environment that allows me to dream and plan. Sometimes, I pick up a notebook and write down ideas or reflections about what I'd like to achieve. This act of writing has become a ritual that helps me clarify my thoughts and carve a clearer path. The beauty of simplicity has manifested in many aspects of my life. By reducing the number of objects and commitments, I've found I have more time to dedicate to the things that truly bring me joy. The practice of appreciating the present moment has intensified. This is reflected in simple activities, such as taking a walk outdoors, reading a book that genuinely interests me, or cooking a meal that makes me feel good. And of course, this transformation is not a finish line, but a continuous process. With each new season, I revisit my space and conduct a new evaluation of what is truly necessary. This constant practice of letting go keeps my home and home office always fresh and inspiring. Sometimes, I find that an item that once seemed essential no longer makes sense in my life. It's liberating to realize that I can let go of what no longer serves my purpose. If you're still hesitant to take the first step, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Transformation is a journey, and every small step counts. Sometimes, the simple act of organizing a drawer or getting rid of an item can be the push you need to start seeing your space in a new light. It's an opportunity to reassess what is important and what deserves to be kept. When I look at my home office today, I see a space that not only serves me, but also inspires me to be a better version of myself. Every detail has been chosen with care and attention, reflecting what truly matters to me. This transformation has led me to rethink not only the physical space, but also how I relate to my work and my time. One of the most powerful discoveries has been realizing that organization goes beyond the physical space. The way I manage my time and priorities has also become an extension of this minimalist practice. Before, my schedules were crammed with commitments and tasks that didn't bring joy. Now, I make it a point that every commitment has a clear purpose. This has helped me say no to activities that don't align with my goals, freeing up space in my schedule for what truly matters. The practice of writing down my daily priorities has become a morning ritual. Instead of creating an endless to-do list, I now write down 3 things I want to accomplish during the day. This not only makes my day more manageable, but it also gives me a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day because I can see what I actually completed. This simple yet effective approach helps me stay focused without feeling overwhelmed. The music, which I've mentioned as a tool in my home office, has also become a reflection of this new lifestyle. Not only do instrumental playlists help me concentrate, but now I also seek out songs that uplift my spirit and motivate me. I've created a sound environment that not only energizes my work, but also reminds me to appreciate the moment. This connection with music has added a new dimension to my workspace, filling it with positive energy. When it comes to technology, my relationship has also changed. In the past, I felt trapped by constant notifications and the need to always be connected. Now, I've set clear boundaries for device usage. During my work time, I turn off notifications and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. This allows me to dive into tasks without interruptions, creating a more productive environment. At the end of the day, I set aside time to completely disconnect, allowing my mind to rest and recover. The practice of letting go has also extended to my kitchen. With fewer utensils and ingredients, I've discovered a new way to cook. Before, I had a pantry full of products that I never used. Now, I only keep what I truly need and enjoy. This has not only streamlined the cooking process, but also encouraged me to explore simpler, healthier recipes. The experience of preparing a meal has become more enjoyable and meaningful, a way to take care of myself. The impact of Japanese minimalism on my life goes beyond just physical space. It has taught me to value simple moments and to find beauty in the little things. A walk outdoors has become an opportunity to reflect and appreciate the nature around me. The sunlight, the chirping of birds, and even the smell of the earth remind me that life is made up of precious moments that often go unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. This new perspective on life is also reflected in my personal relationships. With fewer distractions and a greater focus on what truly matters, I've begun to appreciate the connections I have more. Conversations with friends and family are now quality moments where I am genuinely present. This change has brought me more joy and satisfaction, creating deeper and more meaningful bonds. The act of giving thanks has also become an essential part of my routine. Every day, I take a moment to reflect on the things I'm grateful for. It can be something as simple as the tea I had in the morning, or the conversation I had with a friend. This practice helps me maintain a positive perspective and appreciate what truly matters, even on the most challenging days. Transforming my home office and my life is not a final destination, but an ongoing journey. With each new season, I revisit not just the physical space, but also how I feel about what I do and what I have. This practice of constant reassessment keeps me aligned with my values and purposes. The freedom to choose what truly brings joy and meaning to my life is one of the greatest rewards of this path. Furthermore, the practice of detachment has led me to reflect on the impact of consumption on a broader level. I have begun to question not only what I buy, but also how it affects the world around me. This awareness has encouraged me to be more selective with my purchases, prioritizing sustainable and quality products. The desire to have less has turned into a commitment to more mindful consumption. The beauty of simplicity has manifested in many areas of my life. By reducing the number of commitments and possessions, I realize that I have more time to dedicate to what truly brings me joy. This is reflected in simple activities such as reading a book, meditating, or just sitting in silence and appreciating the moment. Each of these experiences has become an opportunity for connection with myself and the world around me. And so, the journey of Japanese minimalism continues to unfold, revealing new layers of learning and growth. One aspect that has recently stood out is the importance of cultivating patience. In the fast-paced world we live in, we are often pressured to act quickly and seek immediate results. However, I've learned that true transformation takes time and dedication. Each small step I take towards simplicity becomes an investment in my long-term well-being. This understanding has led me to adopt a gentler approach towards myself. Instead of pushing for quick and radical changes, I've started to celebrate the small victories. When I organize a drawer or eliminate an item I no longer use, I see it as an achievement, not just a task to be checked off the list. This new perspective helps me maintain motivation and joy throughout the process. Furthermore, the practice of minimalism has made me realize the value of experiences over possessions. I've begun to prioritize meaningful moments, such as spending time with friends, exploring new places, or dedicating time to myself. These experiences have a much deeper impact on my happiness than any material object ever could provide. The awareness that time is a precious resource has made me more selective about how I spend it, always seeking what truly nourishes my soul. This reflection on time has also made me realize that life is made up of cycles. Just as the seasons change, we too must evolve and adapt. By allowing life to flow naturally, I am learning to let go of what no longer serves me, whether it's a habit, a belief, or even relationships that don't bring me joy. This freedom to detach from what is no longer useful is one of the greatest lessons minimalism has taught me. Before you go, do two things right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to receive the next messages, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. To continue, watch the next video. It's already in the cards and also in the description.